All right, today we have something truly special for you out here at Regency Ranch in Marion, Texas. If you've been looking for more space, you got to check this out. All of these home sites sit on 1-acre tracts. Let's go take a look at this beautiful Chesmar model out here in Regency Ranch. Come with me. All right, we are out here at Regency Ranch in Marion, Texas, which sounds like you're far away, but you're really not. This is a great community, and I say that because you have the 1-acre home sites, you have 68 total home sites in this community, and only about 12 left. So if you've been looking for more space to spread out, I advise you not to wait. Important things out here: you are in Marion ISD, you are not far from New Braunfels. I know it seems like it, but you're only 7 to 10 minutes away from HEB at Walnut and I-35. Very close. Again, tax rate 1.4%. You do have a mud tax out here. So it's a municipal utility district, and that tax right now is about $8,600 for the year. So that is on top of the 1.4 tax rate. Still not terrible. I just want to point it out to you so there's no surprises later. That's what I'm here for. All right, enough of me rambling. Let's go check out this beautiful model. There's 68 home sites in this community, so small, intimate, tight-knit community here. Let's go check her out. Here in the front, I want you to notice you have garages on either side, because this floor plan can truly be set up for multi-generational living, where homeowners has the garage on one side and maybe parents, in-laws have the garage on the other side. Okay, so right when you walk in, you just notice straight outside, you have a beautiful wall of windows. You can also do the slider doors if you want, just bringing the outside in as soon as you walk in. And being on an acre home site, you have plenty to look at. Mature trees, beautiful landscape, very cozy. And trust me, your guests will notice that first thing. We'll turn around and show you this entryway as well, because there's a few things I want to point out in here. You have beautiful double doors, this little bit of texture on the glass. If you wanted a little more, privacy, if you didn't want all the light, or maybe you don't want people to see, you could do a different set of doors here, more solid if you wanted to. Then you have this beautiful paneling on the walls, and you have that tongue and groove wood at the ceiling. Now that's going to be an upgrade, but trust me, it's one of those that I think is well worth it. Beautiful light fixture anchoring this space, nice mirror, great decor, and then the living room. They did that same tongue and groove here in the living room. Surround sound, beautiful windows. You have your electric fireplace. Now, one thing I do want to point out too, in Chesmar, you have the option of one fireplace coming standard if you want two, and that one fireplace can be indoor or outdoor. If you want two, that's going to be an upgrade. As you can see here, which we'll go outside here in a little bit, they do have the gas fireplace outdoors and then the electric fireplace indoors. Just gives you more ambiance. Coming into the kitchen, you've got the beautiful double islands, and this is leatherized quartz, which is becoming my new favorite. I love the texture, I love the look of it. It feels very sturdy. It is very sturdy. It's easy to clean. Great material, very, very nice material in a kitchen space. It is going to be an upgrade if you want to do the leatherized quartz, but one that you may be glad you did. All of their cabinets in Chesmar in this community are going to be custom cabinets. So if you, let's say you have a larger fridge, or you want to microwave somewhere different, you're going to just be in constant contact with the builders so they know exactly how to build your cabinets out for you. but custom cabinets, like I said, are standard out here in this community. They're great cabinets, and that makes a big difference. Now, one of the things that is an upgrade is going to be all of your glass, right? Anytime you see glass in cabinetry, it's almost always an upgrade. So keep that in mind. If it's outside the budget, just be intentional. You don't have to have glass in every single upper. Maybe you just want it in a few. Something to think about. This is a gas community, so you will have gas cooking. Beautiful vent hood. I love this color. It's a dark green, very warm, very earthy. Then you have your double oven. Your microwave was over there by the refrigerator. There is seating here along this island, and there was also seating on the back side of that first island. So plenty of room for everyone to gather and just be in this wonderful space together. Very tall ceilings, very open, lots of natural light flooding this room, this whole space. Then you have your dining area. Beautiful windows. Just take note of the placement and the size of these windows. These are beautiful picture windows, and then you have the 2 transom windows above. And it does make a difference how you hang your drapes, right? So when you hang that rod up a little bit higher and you do the elongated drapes, it just anchors the space and it complements the windows. Something to keep in mind. I know that's a design element, but it does make a difference. It really does. A lot of the times when you go into some of the homes that are vacant, that don't have any furnishings, people look and they're like, what is the biggest difference? It's the drapes and the rods. All right, we're gonna go this way first. This home has a true walk-in pantry. I love my pantries. You can walk in here, guys. I love this. Plenty of space.
Pretty far in here too.
Mm-hmm. And then coming over here, you're gonna have 2 bedrooms, and this space here can be numerous things. It could be a workspace like it is now, maybe for homework, maybe a small home office. You could do bookshelves here, lots of options. You can bump out the pantry a little bit more and take up some of this space if you wanted to. You have a linen closet here. And then your first bedroom, it does have a walk-in closet. Nice carpet, tall ceilings, and then it has a Jack and Jill setup between this bedroom and the second bedroom, but each room is going to have its own sink and then a door, and then coming into the tub shower and your toilet. And then the second bedroom, again, you can close the door and they each have their own sink. This bedroom is sweet. Y'all know I'm a sucker for good decor. I love the wallpaper. Nice accent. Another walk-in closet. I like that they give you all of those shelves and rods. It's the little things, but it makes the space more practical and functional for you. Coming back here, remember we have that beautiful walk-in pantry, dining area, kitchen. Love this kitchen. And then over here, you have a true media room. Something to think about at build is going to be surround sound and lighting. How do you want that to be in your media room? And at build, when you and the electrician get together, you're going to discuss that, because they can put lighting wherever you want it, because you may not want it in the ceiling. You may just want some mood lighting. You may want hardwired sconces, or maybe you just want lamps. So make sure you have outlets in the floor or in the wall, wherever you're going to want to put your furniture. And then of course, Are you gonna wanna do a TV? Are you gonna wanna do a projector with the big screen? Food for thought. Now, right across from here is going to be an ensuite. So it has its own full bathroom with a walk-in shower. You do have a little bit of a lip there on the shower. I would say that's probably 5 or 6 inches to step up into the shower, maybe 4 inches, 3. Apparently I'm terrible with math or figuring out, you know. Anyway, the wallpaper, again, just a design element, but I like it. And then closet. If you remember from the front of the home, you had garages on both sides. So that first garage is going to be here. So if you're parking in there and you're coming in, you're walking right into your kitchen. Again, you have that seating here on this side of the island. We're going to take you out back last. First, we're going to go this way. This is going to be the primary. I like that they did this. It just kind of frames it out and makes it feel like you have your own little entrance coming in, and there would be a door. So a lot of the times you see it in the models, they take the doors off. That's just for flow. So everywhere you think there's a door, there would be a door. They did the same tongue and groove in the primary, in the ceiling. Nice trade ceiling, beautiful light fixture. You already know I would have a fan, but it's beautiful. I love the color in here. We're seeing a lot of the greens right now. The sage green especially is very popular right now. And look at these windows. Look at all the light that is coming in this room. I love it. I absolutely love it. And I actually like that there's a desk space in here because I wouldn't mind working right here in my room and having this view. You see those trees out there? Those are beautiful oak trees. Now, this I love. You have your own private patio off of the primary bedroom. Now, this is standard right now. If you wanted to enclose it or bump it out a little bit, you have those options. If it were me, I probably would enclose this and I would put a ceiling fan and just move some air because I don't know about you guys, but the mosquitoes love me. So I would close this in so I could sit out here and enjoy myself without being eaten up by those pesky mosquitoes. Yeah, Brody's getting bit right now. But look at this yard, you guys. Every lot out here is 1 acre. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. And you feel like you're out in the country, but yet you're not far. When we go to the other patio, I'm going to show you something in the distance. In the near distance.
In the near distance?
Yes. Lock that back. Okay, let's check out the restroom. Love the detail. Just makes it look more elegant, more elevated. Here's your water closet. You would have a door. The flooring is beautiful. It's shiny, glossy, and then look at this shower and tub. With all of those windows, beautiful.
I've never seen a shower tub combo.
No?
Uh-uh.
So they did this nice penny tile on the floor, but then they carried that same glossy tile that's right outside the shower up on the wall in here, and then did a nice contrast with the gray tile. I love that you have the shelf here so you can put your soaps and whatnot, especially if you're in the tub, right? So you have storage solution, and then they put a little teak table here. You could move it closer, set your wine glass there. Love that. I really do. I like the contrast of the penny tile complemented by the floor tile that's on the wall, and then this nice gray tile that's put vertically here. So you have the rain head shower above, then you have this shower head, and you have the detachable. One thing Brody just pointed out, him being 6'3", me being 5'1", I fit just fine. Let me show you him. So if you are tall,
right there,
you might want to hang your that shower head a little bit higher. But I also like that they gave you these here, right? Storage solutions. Maybe if you want to do them a little bit bigger or do, a wide one here, you have those options. And your controls for your shower heads are here. So if you just want to turn the rain head on, you can do that. If you just want to turn this one on, you have the option. I love that too, Noah. Brody thought I was going to turn the water on. I should have. And I love that you have this bench and it's nice and big. Perfect.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
You have a conversation?
Let's have a conversation. Lots of windows, bringing in that natural light, and right behind the shower would be your patio that's right off of your primary. But the windows are high enough to where nobody's going to be able to see in. They're truly just there to let the light in. Now, if someone was standing on your furniture outside on the patio, they might be able to see in, but other than that, no. Then you have this area here. And I point this out because you can do whatever you want here. They have it set up as a coffee bar. You could put a wine fridge here if you wanted. I know, sounds kind of funny being in your restroom, but if you're gonna soak in your tub after a long day and you want a glass of wine, maybe having a wine fridge in here isn't a bad idea. It's your home. You live the lifestyle you want. Lovely double vanities. You have the bank of drawers here. And then over here, you have an area for a vanity setup. If you didn't want the vanity setup, you could absolutely do another cabinet, or you could do a bank of drawers here as well. This is probably one of my favorite features of this house. This closet is a closet, okay? They gave you 3 shelves, bars, shelves. They gave you this peekaboo here so you could see up into the attic space. What they are not doing anymore is they are not doing that spray foam, because what they're finding is the house needs to be able to breathe. So they are no longer doing that foam, and it's gonna hide things. Let's say you might have a roof leak. You're not gonna be able to see your decking from the attic if you've got it covered with all of that foam. So they're not doing the foam insulation anymore. If that's something you want, something you need to talk to them about, or maybe after build. But this closet wraps around. They utilized all of the space. This is so important to me, having usable, functional space. If I'm paying for the square footage, I want to be able to use it. Love this. Your brains of the house are in the closet here, but this, you are connected to the laundry from your primary closet. I could take my clothes straight out of the washer, straight out of the dryer, and just put them in my closet and actually put them away and not leave them in the dryer for days and days and days. Right. You have your drop zone here for the family to keep everybody organized, backpacks, keys. I want you to turn around here because you also have space. If you wanted to do a refrigerator, you could do a stand-up refrigerator here. You could also put a sink in. If sinks are important to you in your utility room, you could absolutely do that. And then your attic space is accessible in the utility room as well. And then, hi Jim. Here's your home office. This is Jim. This is very nice. So this would be your home office with the double doors, and then it too has a closet. So if you wanted it to be another bedroom, it absolutely could be. If not, home office or maybe another media room or a playroom. It's a flex space. And you're gonna have a half bath right here for your guests. And then this space, you are gonna have several options to choose from when it comes to this space here. So you have the media room on the other side of the house off of the kitchen, and the first garage, and then you have this space here off of that second garage. So let's talk about multi-generational living. If you wanted to, you could make this a true casita. It could be living, bedroom, kitchen, and then you could bump this out, and we're gonna show you. You come into this garage space, watch your step here. Where this header is, you could bring this room out to here and give you a lot more space. And then you could put a door to the outside coming in right here, right there where you're showing, yes, where those signs are. And then this would still be a 2-car garage. This is where you would be doing all of your design options right now, picking out your tile and all the fun things, all the pretty things. Coming back in here, could also just be another living space, a game room, hang out with a family. And then you have 2 linen closets on either side of this room, which I love because for storage, let's say it's a game room, you guys could put all of your board games, all the things in there so nobody could see them. Lots of natural light. This room is wired for surround sound as well. The entire house is. Let's go back this way. Here is the community. Like I said, there are 68 home sites in this community. And now let's take you out back. These sliders would be an upgrade. They're gonna run you about $11,000 if you want the sliders. If you don't want the slider doors, you're going to have 3 large picture windows here and a set of French doors right here. Come on out, watch your step. So out here, they did the gas burning fireplace. Like I said, 1 fireplace comes standard in Chesmar out here. If you want 2, upgrade. The flat work that they did out here, yes, you're gonna have a covered space, but if you want this detail on the floor, this is etched concrete, and then they stained it different colors to give it this design. That would be an upgrade also. But it does finish out the space. You could leave it regular concrete, do an area rug, but I do love this, and I love the texture of it because it's a non-slip texture. That's awesome. And then they did this beautiful deck here, and they use that, I forget the name of this material, but it's like a composite material. Wood. So it's not going to rot like real wood. Now, what I wanted to show you, because I'm from New Braunfels, this area out here, this is on the back roads, okay? A local speaking to you, this area out here is on the back roads. See those houses over there in the distance?
Way over there.
No, they're not way over there. They're 7 minutes from here. Everyone's like, well, where am I gonna go shopping? H-E-B. H-E-B at Walnut and I-35 is going to be your closest H-E-B, and it is literally 7 to 10 minutes from here. So is Lowe's, and so is Walmart. So you're not far from anything. And this road here is Marion Road. So you're technically in Marion, Texas, just right outside of New Braunfels. You're in Guadalupe County. You're in Marion ISD School District. But another thing I love, this location, 7 minutes from I-35. Then you can take 1044, FM 1044 to FM 78. For anyone working at Randolph Air Force Base, straight shot down 78 to the main gate of Randolph Air Force Base. Very tall ceilings. And I would get me some extender poles and hang me some fans right above my table here. Yeah. Yes.
Those are actually.
There's actually a brand. Pardon my language. This is the actual name brand of the fan. They're called Big Ass Fans. They'd go great out here, and they're great fans. Coming back in, to this beautiful kitchen space. Oh, one thing I didn't point out, the backsplash. That is going to be an upgrade in your kitchen as well. But that is one area, I think it's well worth it. I think it's well worth the upgrade to add a beautiful backsplash. It just finishes off the space. It is hot out there, you guys. Whew, feels good to cool off in here. I hope you liked the tour of this home. This is truly a beautiful home and it's in a great community. I can't stress enough about the location because you truly have a peaceful setting and it feels like you're so far away from all the hustle and bustle. But if you need to go to the grocery store, gas station, you need to go to Lowe's, it's 7 to 10 minutes from here. The other thing, all of these homes, they're gonna start in the high sevens. Okay, so your price point out here is high sevens. The average right now for all of the options, $66,000. That is your average right now for all of your upgrade, your choices, your design options. Could be more, could be less. Some people put, $150,000 in options into their home, but the average right now is $66,000. There's great incentives out here, great location. We're gonna give you some footage of the neighborhood itself and kind of show you what's around it. And then I'm gonna show you exactly where this community sits on the map in relation to all things New Braunfels, so stay tuned.
What did you guys think of that model home out at Regency Ranch in Marion? I love it. And I tell you what else I love. I love where this community sits. I live about 10 minutes from this community, and I love that it feels that you were off the back roads and out in the country, yet you were still so close. It took me 7 minutes to get from Regency Ranch to Interstate I-35 because you come out Marion Road to Green Valley Road, and then you hit this here, and this is FM 1044. And then look, you're on Interstate I-35. And as you guys know, New Braunfels sits along I-35 right in between San Antonio and Austin. So northbound, you're gonna go to Austin, southbound, you're gonna be in San Antonio. But it was 7 minutes to get from Regency Ranch to I-35. And what's so beautiful about that is your everyday living. Your grocery store, this is going to be Walnut. Your grocery store is going to be right here. It's going to be H-E-B. And then there's a Walmart right here off of Walnut and I-35. 10 minutes, maybe. Once you don't even have to get on I-35. You could just stay on the frontage road and exit Walnut and be Walmart on this side or H-E-B on this side. And also over here on this same side of I-35 that the H-E-B is, you're going to have an at-home. So for your home goods, furniture, decor, things like that, that is here. There's a coffee shop. There's a Cane's Chicken. Over here closer to H-E-B, there's another fried chicken place. There's a there's a Panda Express. There you go. I call it Mr. Panda. But that's there. And then there's another restaurant called Bonsai, not too far. And then H-E-B itself has a really good barbecue restaurant attached to it. We love it. I love to get their baked potatoes with some brisket. Yum. And then, of course, like I said, right on the other side, you have Walmart. And then along Walnut, there's a McDonald's, there is a Schlotzsky's, there is a Chick-fil-A, there's an oil change place, there's a Taco Bell. So lots of dining options right here. And then Walnut goes all the way through town. It goes all the way through New Braunfels. And there's so many things. You can take Walnut to San Antonio, which will put you in the heart of downtown, 15, 20-minute commute from Regency Ranch. And then if you want to get on Loop 337 to do any of the fun things that are along the loop, easy access for you there too. But more importantly, if you are commuting into San Antonio or Austin, 7 minutes puts you on the interstate on I-35. But it gets better because 1044 also connects you to FM 78. FM 78 takes you through Marion, takes you through Cibolo, takes you through Shirts. If you need to go to Randolph Air Force Base, it's right here. And the main gate entrance is off of 78. That's huge. I love that. I love that for you. If that is a daily commute, that's easy. And this is still, I mean, we're all growing, right? So we have growing pains of traffic and infrastructure and all the things, but that's not a bad commute. I would rather take 78 than take I-35. But I'm going to show you something else. If you stay on 78 and you go, if you stay on 1044 and you cross 78, you also easily connect to Interstate I-10, which runs east and west. Okay, so if you are headed to Houston, this is your route. And then here's 130. 130 is a toll road that takes you around downtown Austin. So, if you commute to Austin, maybe one day, check before you leave, but it may be quicker for you to hop on 10 and get on that toll road versus hopping on I-35 and heading northbound into Austin that way. Just I point these things out. I just want to show you the commute times, what your everyday life would look like, things that are close to you. Your tax rate out here is 1.4. I mentioned that municipal utility district tax. That's going to put you, it's going to give you $8,600 more a year in taxes. But, weigh the pros and cons. Is it worth paying a little more tax to live a little farther out and feel like you have, some privacy, even though you're only 7 minutes from the interstate? You got to check this community out. There's 68 home sites. Each one has an acre. They've got about 12 left as of today that I filmed. So very highly sought after. You're in Guadalupe County. You'd be in Marion ISD, and you're not far outside of New Braunfels. Like I said, you're technically in Marion, but great location. I can't stress it enough. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to help. I'm happy to find out all of the current incentives, and they've got some great ones right now. So reach out anytime. It's always me on the other side. Shaunna Hanover, local realtor right here in New Braunfels. I live, work, and play right here. Love sharing my hometown with you all, and I'll see you on the next tour.